All right, welcome everyone. Let's take a moment to center ourselves and prepare ourselves for this morning's practice. This morning's practice will be on the intensity of awareness. We'll be exploring the 5 gears. I call them the 5 gears of awareness. And the word intensity is to remind us to give it our very best, not with tension or tightness, but just wholeheartedness. Wholeheartedness, full energy, full commitment, full connection with everything that we're exploring this morning. The first gear of awareness is out. And by out we mean attention to what we perceive as being outside, as reported by our sense doors. So this includes hearing. Notice all the different sounds coming into awareness right now. Notice subtle sounds, notice loud sounds. Notice repeating sounds, continuous sounds, and discrete sounds. Notice man-made sounds and natural sounds. At a deeper level, of course, everything is natural, since human beings are also part of nature. And notice sounds in all directions, near and far. Pleasant and unpleasant. We are simply noticing, not trying to change or control anything. This is important. So the first gear of awareness is out, which means attention out, awareness out. Starting with what we are hearing, coming to what we are seeing. Your eyes may be open or closed, doesn't matter. You're still seeing something. With eyes open, of course, you're seeing something. Even with eyes closed, there is some kind of a complete or incomplete darkness, patchiness. Notice. Come to eye sense door. And just notice. One of the features of clear awareness is that everything becomes more sharp. Hearing becomes more sharp. Seeing becomes more sharp. More high definition. There's a kind of crispness and freshness and okayness that comes into any aspect of our experience when met with awareness. That's how you know it's awareness. The more clear, the more crisp, the more sharp. And the more fascinating, astonishing, the simplest things are, the clearer, the purer the awareness. So ear sense door, eye sense door. Come to touch. External touch. So notice the temperature of the air. Notice where the body is touching. If you're sitting, it'll be touching something. Even if you're standing, it'll be touching something. Touch of any clothing, touch of any fabric, touch of any furniture, any footwear. External touch. And just stay with it. Clear awareness of touch. And again, let it be really clear, really high definition, really sharp, unambiguous. One of the things I discovered is when we give our wholehearted, and I would even add loving, attention to any aspect of our experience, when we give our wholehearted, loving attention to any aspect of our experience, it starts revealing all its secrets to us. It starts giving all its gifts to us. When we give it our best, it gives us its treasures. And come to now smell, the sense of smell. Perhaps one of the most underdeveloped of our senses. Become highly attentive to scent and smell in this moment. Notice things that perhaps you didn't notice so far. The subtlest of fragrances, smells. It doesn't matter if it's pleasant or unpleasant, natural or man-made. Awareness. Awareness is noticing. Noticing without preferences. Of course, in the very act of noticing smells, you're likely to become aware of the respiration, breath, which itself is such a beautiful practice. One of the most accessible practices, because as long as we are alive, there is breath. Some people may have compromised hearing or compromised sight, but everyone has got breathing. Awareness out, attention out, seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, and very much connected to smelling is taste. They actually go together. Any lingering taste in the mouth? Maybe from brushing your teeth this morning. Maybe from not brushing your teeth this morning. Anything, notice. Become highly sensitive to taste. A lot of people think that meditation is some kind of spiritual activity. The truth is, it enhances enjoyment of life. You see more clearly, hear more clearly, smell, taste, touch more clearly. Every experience is so much deeper, so much more fulfilling. Everything is heightened and enhanced with awareness. So if you believe in pleasure and enjoyment, that itself is a good reason to practice meditation and mindfulness, cultivate awareness, because nothing is as pleasurable as this. So now we come to the second gear of awareness. First gear is out, attention to what we perceive as out, sensory information, sense doors, which itself is a very complete gear, very accessible gear, which we can keep returning to throughout the day. Let's come to the second gear of awareness, in. Notice what you're feeling. I'm going to mention different body parts. And notice what you're feeling through and through that part of the body. Top of the head, forehead, whole face, back of the head. Whatever you feel, we'll not linger long. I'll just mention a body part and notice what you're feeling. Don't worry about what it looks like or what you imagine it looks like. Just go straight to the feeling deep inside that part of the body. Throat and neck, shoulders, upper arms, both hands, lower arms, wrist and all the fingers, palms, back of the hand. Both the hands simultaneously. chest and deep inside the chest. Belly, abdomen, and deep inside. Upper back, lower back, base of the spine, both the hips, both the thighs, lower legs, ankles, both the feet down to the soles of the feet, tips of the toes. And simply attentive to the feelings, the sensations arising by themselves. Could be pleasant, could be unpleasant, could be neutral, could be due to some injury or disease, could be due to weather, could be due to posture. Doesn't matter what it's coming from, where it's coming from. Just noticing the arising and the passing. The arising and passing of all kinds of sensations and feelings and vibrations and frequencies and pulsations and vibrations and tingling. Any kind of experience inside. Why do we say inside? It's more subjective, right? We can agree that we are smelling something. We can agree that we are seeing something. We can agree on the texture of something. But what's happening within, that usually other people can't guess. So we say in, attention in. Notice the emotional tone of this moment. Whatever it is. Emotion, energy in motion. Smooth motion or stuck motion. Just energy in motion. Also notice any thoughts, perceptions, mental images, inner commentary. Planning for the day. This is attention in. This is awareness in. This is the second gear of awareness. Inner experience. And just witness the entire spectrum, the entire range of inner experience. It just is what it is. And as always, awareness makes things more crisp, more vivid. Enriches this experience, enhances this experience, even if it's unpleasant actually. It's strange, but one can even begin to learn to enjoy even the unpleasant with equanimity, non-reaction, non-compulsion, non-obsession, just letting it unravel itself. We come to the third gear of awareness. Everything. Everything. And everything simply means including the previous two gears, which is out and in, without preference. So earlier we were focusing, we were more exclusive. We focused on seeing and hearing and touch and taste and smell, etc. Focused on feeling and thinking, sensations, etc. Now we drop the focusing and simply aware of everything, in and out, in or out. In this journey, the more we drop, the freer we are. So now we drop the need to restrict our attention and open attention, open awareness. Aware of everything, identified with nothing. Aware of everything. Or you could say, whatever arises and makes itself known. Could be a sensation, could be a feeling, could be a sound, could be a thought. And instead of experiencing it mechanically, automatically, and reacting to it, now there's simply a knowing. And this is the third gear of awareness. Everything. Let's come to the fourth gear. Nothing. Nothing. What is it like to be aware of nothing? And don't try to understand this, you can't. Just go ahead and be aware of nothing. So far, we've been exploring the content of awareness, out, in, everything. Now we turn back to the source of awareness. And the source of awareness is, by definition, beyond awareness, outside of awareness. The doorway to the source is nothing, zero. Don't struggle, don't strain. Just be aware of nothing. It doesn't matter if you're doing this right or doing it perfectly. In a very steadfast, steady, committed, sincere, earnest way, be aware of nothing. Be aware of nothing. Does it mean going blank? Well, blank is also something. Be aware of nothing. In other words, rejecting anything that arises in our experience. Not this, not this. Neti, neti, neti. Be aware of nothing. A radical putting down, a radical letting go, a radical emptying, dropping everything known, everything had, everything understood. Emptying yourself, of yourself. So today's practice has been on the intensity of awareness. We've explored 4 of the 5 gears of awareness: out, sensory experience; in, inner experience, everything, including whatever arises; and nothing, nothing, nothing. And the 5th gear is infinite blessings, infinite blessings. So continue with your practice. And whenever you feel complete, start radiating infinite, infinite blessings to all aspects, all angles and dimensions of your life and of life. And that would be the 5th gear. We have an entire morning practice. I think we have 2 of them. If you go on this channel, you'll find intensity of blessings, intensity of infinite blessings. So you can practice that. These are the 5 gears of awareness. Continue your practice for as long as it continues. Be happy.